day 2 of 12 Days of Anime, and here today we're going to be talking about ghost stories. So, the story of ghost stories begins with a girl coming into this new town and everything. She goes to school next to this abandoned school that's also haunted, and she later gains friends, and they basically go and hunt ghosts throughout the series. But this whole plot of it is pretty much bland. In order to keep it a little bit interesting, ATV Films tries its best to add some raunchy comedy to that. Throughout the story, you're going to hear repetition toward sexism, racism, or any type of political joke, or just any type of joke towards pop culture also. So starting off with the characters, you got Satsuki. She's the older sister. Her generation line has been holding off ghosts for I would say about 2 generations or so. And now it's her turn to take part in taking on the ghosts. Just pure out crude and mean. And then she has a younger brother, and basically he really doesn't talk much. If he does, it's something really stupid, or he's just mainly crying throughout the whole thing. And there's points where he'll just get so in-depth in his crying that you can't understand whatever the heck he's saying, except for Satsuki. She can only understand him. Along with that, he's complaining about if there's any hookers around to bang. And this is a 4-year-old, to remind you. But let's move on towards Hajime. He's the perv and helpful protagonist to the series. He mainly ends up saving Satsuki's life a bunch of times. Then there's Leo. He's the Jewish boy looking to lose his virginity and, have sex and all that, and portrayed to be sad and just nerdy, geeky, and is into the occult type deal. Then you got Momoko, who's the devout Christian of the series, and portrayed by one of my favorite voice actors, Monica Rial. And basically, you'll hear plenty of remarks of her saying, y'all are all going to be damned to hell, and y'all are all heathens, along with spouting out proverb. Along with that, she tries to benefit the team because she has certain special powers that allows her to communicate, which she says is the powers of Jesus Christ. Let's move on to the cat, which is Kaya. But here's a little spoiler, it's in the first episode, so it's not a big deal. He's possessed by Amanajaku, which is a evil spirit, and he'll be maintaining possession of the cat throughout the whole series. And along with that, he's the only character with actual development to his basis, and it's just him going from mean to being helpful to the team. So the original Japanese script was kind of bland, so the ATV Films, whenever they got their hand on it, they tried to add comedy to save it a bit, but that really doesn't do so well. I mean, I was hooked at the very first 2 or 3 episodes, but then it just kind of got repetitive with the jokes to the point it's not no penny a stock. That the dubbing is actually decent, great voice actors this time around. So all in all, I'd give it a 3 out of 10. I recommend watching the first 2 episodes to get an understanding of the characters, because that final episode is what really kicks it off being really good. I mean, just skip all of it and just go straight to that one after you get an understanding of what the characters are. There is good voice acting in it, but that is all.